The obsidian table of the Galactic Federation Council, a monolithic slab of polished darkness, reflected the nervous faces gathered around it like a fractured mirror. The chamber itself, a breathtaking testament to centuries of intergalactic cooperation, was a vibrant tapestry of alien life. Towering insectoids with chitinous carapaces that shimmered with an oily sheen, their multifaceted eyes reflecting the soft, ethereal glow of the central holodisplay, sleek, serpentine beings with iridescent scales that shifted and changed color with every subtle movement, small, furry creatures huddled together for warmth, their large, expressive eyes betraying their anxiety, all were present, their varied physiognomies a testament to the galaxy's boundless diversity. Yet, beneath the veneer of interspecies camaraderie, a palpable current of fear pulsed, a silent tremor running through the assembled delegates. The air, usually thick with the polite hum of diplomatic discourse, now crackled with an unspoken dread, a premonition of impending doom. The Galactic Federation, in its smug self-satisfaction and deeply ingrained xenophobia, had consistently, and disastrously, underestimated humanity. Earth, with its seemingly peaceful demeanor, its focus on scientific advancement and philosophical discourse, had been relegated to the periphery of galactic affairs, dismissed as a minor player, a quaint backwater civilization of little consequence, a naive and idealistic race with little true understanding of the brutal realities of interstellar politics. This catastrophic misjudgment, this profound misunderstanding of humanity's true potential, would soon have consequences so profound, so devastating, that they would irrevocably alter the course of galactic civilization, rewriting the very fabric of interstellar relations, and plunging the galaxy into an unprecedented era of chaos and uncertainty. The crisis, when it arrived, did not come in the form of political maneuvering or territorial disputes, but as a cosmic horror, the silent, insidious emergence of the KRYLL, an extradimensional swarm of pure, malevolent energy. These entities, utterly devoid of any discernible physical form, existed only as a disruption in spacetime, a malevolent distortion of reality itself. They consumed stars with horrifying efficiency, their insatiable hunger a terrifying demonstration of their power, leaving behind only expanding voids of absolute annihilation, echoing silences where once vibrant stellar systems had thrived. Entire star systems vanished, their planets reduced to incandescent dust, their civilizations obliterated without a trace, their inhabitants immolated in the unimaginable inferno of stellar death. The sheer scale of the destruction was breathtaking in its scope, its horror almost beyond comprehension. The KRYLL's advance was relentless, a terrifying wave of cosmic horror that crashed over the galaxy, shattering the fragile peace that had been painstakingly maintained for millennia, a peace that now seemed naive and utterly futile in the face of this unimaginable threat. It wasn't a war, it was an extinction-level event, a cosmic plague that threatened to consume all life, leaving behind only a chilling, ever-expanding void of absolute nothingness. The very fabric of reality itself seemed to shudder under their silent, unstoppable advance. On the bridge of the Kthar flagship, the Razor's Kiss, a vessel that had once been a symbol of Kthar military might, Admiral Norks, a seasoned warrior whose name whispered tales of ruthless efficiency and unwavering loyalty across the galaxy, felt the cold tendrils of fear grip his ancient, reptilian heart, a feeling utterly alien to a being who had spent centuries facing down countless enemies and emerging victorious, a feeling that was both terrifying and profoundly unsettling. He watched in horrified disbelief, a chilling mixture of awe and terror washing over him, as his once invincible armada, the pride of the Kthar military, a force that had once instilled fear and awe across the galaxy, was systematically dismantled and destroyed by the KRYLL swarm, their advanced weaponry proving utterly useless against this terrifying, almost supernatural foe. The Kthar, masters of interstellar warfare, renowned for their sophisticated bioengineered weaponry, their centuries of interstellar warfare experience, their unwavering courage and their unshakable loyalty, were reduced to helpless prey, their sophisticated tactics rendered meaningless in the face of the KRYLL's terrifying power. KRYLL energy blasts, unlike anything previously encountered, unlike any weapon imaginable, sliced through their shields with terrifying ease, vaporizing cruisers and battleships with horrifying speed, their destructive power leaving behind only scattered debris and the chilling silence of annihilation. The deafening roar of exploding vessels, the chilling screams of dying Kthar warriors echoing across the comms network, it was a horrifying symphony of destruction, a gruesome testament to the KRYLL's terrifying power, a testament to the utter futility of resistance. Norks, a warrior who had faced countless enemies and emerged victorious, now felt the crushing weight of utter helplessness. He was facing an enemy that defied all known strategies, an enemy against which his most cunning tactics and his most potent weaponry proved utterly useless, an enemy that threatened to erase his people, his culture, his very existence from the annals of galactic history. His flagship, the Razor's Kiss, a vessel that had once been a symbol of Kthar military might, groaned under the relentless assault, the sophisticated technology that had once been its pride now failing under the strain of the KRYLL's unimaginable power. The bridge, usually a bastion of order and control, a place of calculated strategy and unwavering resolve, was now a maelstrom of chaotic destruction. Sparks flew from overloaded consoles, showering the bridge in an eerie, flickering light. Alarms blared incessantly, a maddening cacophony that tore through the screams of the dying, a desperate, hopeless chorus that echoed the profound despair that filled Norks's heart. The ship shuddered, its hull buckling under the sheer force of the KRYLL's attacks, the immense power of the energy blasts threatening to rip the vessel apart, to reduce it to atoms in the blink of an eye. Crew members were flung across the deck like ragdolls, their bodies crushed or immolated by the intense energy blasts, their screams cut short by the overwhelming force of the KRYLL's attack, their deaths a grim testament to the KRYLL's terrifying power. The air was thick with the stench of burning flesh, melting metal, and the coppery tang of blood, a nauseating miasma that filled Norks's senses, a grim reminder of the devastating cost of this war, a grim reminder of the futility of resistance. Norks, clinging desperately to his command chair, felt the cold grip of fear for the first time in his long and brutal career, a fear that was both terrifying and strangely exhilarating, a fear that fueled his desperate attempts to maintain control, to cling to the last vestiges of hope. His desperate pleas for aid were answered only by static, the deafening silence a damning indictment of the Federation's cowardly abandonment of its allies. The Federation, in its arrogant complacency and its short-sighted self-interest, had left the Kthar to face this cosmic horror alone, their pleas for help ignored, their desperate pleas for aid met only with the deafening silence of betrayal. A profound sense of betrayal and disillusionment washed over Norks. Then, cutting through the cacophony of destruction and despair, a voice, calm and utterly unflappable, a beacon of unexpected hope in a sea of utter despair, sliced through the crackling static. Admiral Norks, this is Captain Alara Vance, Terran Research Vessel Odyssey. We're inbound. ETA, 1 minute. Prepare for unconventional assistance. Norks stared at the comms panel, his mandibles clicking in disbelief, his ancient heart pounding with a mixture of hope and disbelief. The Terrans, a relatively young race barely admitted to the Federation, were coming to their aid. The Terrans, whose technology, while undeniably advanced, had always seemed unconventional, almost unorthodox in its approach, a technology that often defied explanation. The Terrans, often dismissed as idealistic pacifists, whose focus on diplomacy and scientific collaboration had been viewed by many as a fundamental weakness, were about to unleash something profoundly unexpected, something that would redefine the very nature of interstellar warfare, something that would challenge everything Norks believed he knew about power and conflict. A spark of cautious hope ignited within his weary soul, a fragile ember in the face of overwhelming darkness. Against all logic, driven by a desperate hope against overwhelming odds, Norks ordered his remaining forces to form a defensive screen, a futile gesture against an overwhelming foe, a desperate attempt to buy the Terrans precious time, a testament to his unwavering loyalty to his people and their unwavering determination to survive. It was a testament to their unwavering loyalty and ingrained discipline that his crew obeyed without question, even as death rained down upon them, even as their comrades were consumed by the KRYLL's relentless assault. They knew this might be their final battle, their ultimate sacrifice, yet they stood firm, their resolve unbroken, their courage unwavering, their loyalty unyielding. The weight of their impending doom, the gravity of their situation, settled heavily upon Norx's ancient, reptilian shoulders. The Odyssey, followed by 3 other Terran vessels, materialized from warp space, not the sleek, heavily armed warships Norx expected, but smaller, seemingly less formidable craft. Their design was unconventional, almost organic in its curves and lines, suggesting a subtle elegance that masked a terrifying, almost incomprehensible power. Their shields pulsed with a strange, unsettling energy, a power that felt both alien and deeply unsettling, a power that resonated with an almost supernatural energy. Norx, braced for a desperate, last-stand engagement, expected an immediate barrage of weaponry, a hail of fire against impossible odds, a final, desperate stand against overwhelming power. Instead, the Terrans remained motionless, their ships poised like silent predators, their shields shimmering with an energy that seemed to warp the very fabric of space-time around them. The silence, broken only by the distant, horrifying screams of destruction and the relentless pulse of their shields, was heavy with an almost unbearable tension. The anticipation was palpable, the air thick with unspoken dread. Captain Vance's face, cool and composed, filled the view screen. Her expression was unreadable, her gaze unwavering, conveying a calm confidence that was both unsettling and profoundly reassuring. "Admiral," she said, her voice calm, utterly devoid of emotion, her words carrying the weight of centuries of knowledge and experience, the measured cadence of a scientist prepared to unleash a force beyond human comprehension. "Initiate immediate evacuation. Project Nightingale is commencing." Before Norx could respond, before he could even process the implications of her words, a wave of energy unlike anything he had ever witnessed erupted from the Terran ships. It wasn't a weapon blast, it was a manipulation of reality itself, a subtle but profoundly devastating alteration of the very fabric of existence. Space itself seemed to distort, rippling and twisting like water disturbed by a colossal, unseen entity. The KRYLL swarm, caught completely off guard, their advance seemingly unstoppable until this moment, were simply gone. Not destroyed, not annihilated, but unmade. As if they had never existed. The very notion was beyond comprehension. The reality itself had been rewritten. Silence. A profound, echoing silence filled the void where moments before, cosmic horror had reigned supreme. Then, Vance's voice, now tinged with a hint of weary exhaustion, a testament to the immense power they had just unleashed, a power that transcended the known laws of physics, cut through the stillness. "That, Admiral, is the result of not underestimating humanity. We understand reality differently." The aftermath was one of stunned disbelief, a mixture of awe and terror. The KRYLL, the seemingly invincible force that had threatened to extinguish all life in the galaxy, were gone, erased from existence by a power so profound, so utterly beyond comprehension, that it defied explanation. Humanity, the seemingly peaceful diplomatic race, had revealed a terrifying, almost incomprehensible power, a mastery of reality itself that redefined the very nature of interstellar warfare, a power that had been hidden, concealed, until this moment of dire necessity, a power that had been underestimated, dismissed, until now. The Galactic Federation, its self-assured arrogance shattered, was left to grapple with the implications of its colossal misjudgment, its profound underestimation of humanity's true potential. The unspoken fear in the council chamber was now a palpable entity, a chilling reminder of humanity's true, and utterly terrifying potential. The universe had changed forever. The old order was dead. And a new, unpredictable era, an era defined by humanity's awesome power and its almost terrifying mastery of reality, had begun. The galaxy would never be the same. The aftermath of the KRYLL's annihilation hung heavy in the air, a palpable silence broken only by the erratic hum of damaged consoles and the ragged breaths of the surviving Thar crew. Admiral Norx, leaning heavily against the command console of his battered flagship, the Razor's Kiss, felt the lingering heat of the Terran weapon's passage, a phantom burn that mirrored the searing shock that had ripped through his mind. The holographic display flickered, showing the empty void where moments before a countless KRYLL swarm had reigned supreme, a stark testament to humanity's terrifying power. His once mighty armada, the pride of the Cthar Empire, lay scattered as debris across light years, a graveyard of hopes and dreams. The silence was broken only by the rhythmic beep of the life support systems, a mechanical heartbeat against the vast, echoing nothingness of space. The Terran vessel, the Odyssey, remained poised, its unconventional design somehow both graceful and menacing. Captain Vance's voice, calm and devoid of emotion, crackled over the comms. "Admiral, we suggest immediate evacuation. The residual energy signatures are unstable. Your ship is in no condition for immediate warp travel." Norks, still reeling from the sheer scale of the event, could only nod, his mandibles clicking in a strange, involuntary rhythm. The humans, with their seemingly effortless display of power, had saved them. Yet, the victory felt hollow, tinged with a profound unease. He'd faced countless enemies, battled across countless star systems, but nothing could have prepared him for the chilling efficiency, the sheer incomprehensible power, of the Terran weapon. The evacuation was chaotic but swift. The remaining Cthar crew, their faces etched with a mixture of awe and terror, were transferred to the Odyssey and its accompanying vessels. There was no triumph in their rescue, only a shared, unspoken understanding of the immense power they had witnessed, a power they could not comprehend, a power that had rewritten the very fabric of reality itself. Norks, his usually steely resolve shaken, found himself strangely subdued, the weight of his experience pressing down upon him, forcing him to confront the fragility of his people, the profound vulnerability of his civilization. The arrogance of the Cthar, their long-held belief in their own invincibility, had been brutally shattered. They had been saved, but at what cost? At the cost of their pride, at the cost of their self-assured dominance in the galactic landscape. On the Odyssey, Norks found himself in a surprisingly Spartan yet meticulously organized medical bay. The Terran technology, while advanced, was less ostentatious than Cthar technology, prioritizing functionality and efficiency over outward display. He received a thorough medical evaluation, the precision and efficiency of the Terran medics leaving him both impressed and unnerved. They spoke little, their actions speaking louder than words, their movements suggesting a deep understanding of his physiology, an understanding that both comforted and unsettled him. Later, he was brought before Captain Vance, a human woman whose calm demeanor and piercing blue eyes belied an unwavering strength of character, a strength that resonated with a profound power. The room was small, sparsely furnished, yet it radiated an aura of quiet competence and controlled power. "Admiral Norks," Vance said, her voice calm, direct, betraying no hint of triumph or satisfaction. "Your people have been spared, but the galaxy has been fundamentally altered. The KRYLL are gone, but the implications of our intervention are profound and far-reaching." Norks nodded, his mandibles clicking softly. He understood. The Terrans had demonstrated a power far exceeding anything the galaxy had previously known. A power that challenged the very foundations of interstellar relations, a power that redefined the balance of galactic power. The Federation. Norks began, his voice barely a whisper. He knew the other races would not understand, would not accept this demonstration of power. Their arrogance, their ingrained belief in their own dominance, would be deeply threatened by the Terrans' almost incomprehensible mastery of reality. Vance anticipated his concerns. "The Federation will adjust," she said, her voice carrying an undercurrent of steel. "They will adapt. Or they will be replaced. We will not allow the galaxy to fall prey to another KRYLL-like threat. We have shown our hand. We have shown our power. And we will not hesitate to use it again." There was no boasting in her words, only cold, unwavering resolve. Norks regarded her, his ancient reptilian eyes absorbing the quiet menace she radiated. He had underestimated humanity, as had the entire Federation. He had witnessed their terrifying power, a power that defied logic and understanding. He had been saved, but at a tremendous cost. The galaxy would never be the same. The era of Kthar dominance was over. The era of Terran influence had begun. And the future remained uncertain, terrifyingly so. As the Odyssey set a course for Earth, Norks felt a profound sense of unease settling over him, a chilling premonition of the upheavals to come. The galaxy had been saved, but the price of salvation was a terrifyingly new world order. The old ways were gone, and a new era, shaped by humanity's incomprehensible power, had begun.